find yourself traveling down a lonesome road, somewhere well off the beaten path. You don't know when it happens, but all at once you feel as if you step through an underwater shadow. The sky you've been breathing turns to ashes, and you decide to flee. You double back, planning to retrace your steps, but find where each of your footprints should be a fully functioning miniature toll booth. You have forgotten your wallet at home. Dark buildings loom on the skyline like the broken teeth of a honky-tonk piano. A voice on the wind beckons you forward, toward the city on the edge of forever. This is the end, you hear it say. This is Population Cat Town.
Well, I like to start with a non sequitur.
You do.
Yeah.
What do you have for us today?
Well, the policeman was looking pretty purple.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
It just happened.
That's definitely a non sequitur.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
So political, Jared.
Yeah,
I get the purple reference.
Yeah,
I get it.
You know,
Purple is the color of royalty.
Oh, okay.
right?
That's what he's going
Policemen
for.
We're very royal.
Yeah.
Royal police. Oh, hey.
Maybe we should
Maybe we should pod.
start this podcast. I am Mike MC Clory McClory. Across from me is Jared the Galleria W. Worthen.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a very special guest today.
A very special guest, Mike. Tell me
For
who do we have?
Population Cat Town.
For Population Cat Town, yes.
Which is what you're listening to.
You are listening to Population Cat Town.
We have Matt Mitchell
Matt Mitchell.
in the house.
You can hear his sexy breathing.
Sexy breaths.
Oh, that's his beard.
Oh, he's scratching
Listen to
that
that
beard
beard.
all over the microphone. Oh, it's so good.
He loves it. We love it.
So good.
Matt, it's so good to have you on the show.
Just be prepared for like an hour and a half of just that.
Just beard.
I'm
All right.
I'm prepared.
Our listeners love that. They've
yeah.
written in.
They've requested it.
Yeah. We need more beard to mic action. Beard to mic.
Beard to Mike.
Yeah.
You need to rub your beard
And they're not
all
talking
over me.
about
Me.
a large gay man and
A bearded
Michael
Mike.
McClory, my
It should be,
esteemed
though.
co-host here.
Wait, isn't that a bear?
Oh,
Bear
a beard? Oh,
A
no.
bear to Mike. That's probably what
yes,
they were talking
damn
about.
you bastard.
All right. No, hey.
No,
Parody
okay.
Mike.
Yeah. We don't want a somewhat masculine woman who hangs out with a gay man.
No, that's not a bear either.
That's a beard.
You don't know what a bear is.
We're not talking about bears. We're talking
Hey,
about beards.
Jared, what's your cat town?
Oh, shit, man. So, yeah, actually, I'd like to discuss the cat town today.
All right, let's do that. That's why we're here. Let's get on it.
I'm reminded of Nietzsche, all right?
Okay.
An often misquoted and misrepresented quote, and here it's going to be paraphrased and strange.
Sounds pretentious. Yeah,
It is
keep
a
going.
bit pretentious, yeah, and I can't pretend to explain it. God is dead, and my cat town is other people.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I was just driving today,
Yeah.
listening to the sweet sounds of Matt's beard.
Yeah.
I love
I have
it.
that. I have this collection of ambient sounds that I
Yeah.
fall asleep to, and one of them is just Matt's beard being.
Yeah,
up against
you
the
actually
microphone.
can pick it up right now. It's 99 cents at the dollar store.
Oh, nice.
It's on clear. Yeah, it's on clear.
It's on iTunes?
Shouldn't it be $1?
It should be, but it's on clearance.
Oh, it's on.
Oh,
clearance.
nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes
they
more
do that at
sense.
the dollar store,
Yeah,
99
they do.
cents. They
They
give
do.
it a bit of a discount.
Or sometimes they'll do 2 for a dollar.
During the
Oh,
holidays.
2 for $1. Damn, yeah.
That's like
Holiday
50% off.
season.
That's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Well, so yeah, I was just driving around listening to Matt's beard,
Yeah.
and I had this thought, like other people are just fucking strange to me, right?
Okay.
Like here's this other person who is experiencing life in a similar way to you, yet they have completely different thought processes and experiences, and it's just like I'm a big ball of confusion,
Right.
all of the time.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what's what. I don't know what's up, what's down.
Yeah.
Just completely confused. And to think that the's somebody who has it all figured out, or at least pretends to.
Oh, no one does.
I can't comprehend that.
There's no one out there.
And it's just strange. Like what's up with that?
So this is your cat town?
This is my cat town. Yeah, I was thinking, just interactions with other people. Like, what is your true self? Is it the person who you believe yourself to be inside, or who you present yourself to other people. Like you have these societal norms and societal rules that you just sort of live by, but again, those are self-imposed. So where are you? Who are you? Like why are these social, niceties? Like how do you interact with other people when they're fundamentally different from you?
Have you heard of code switching?
Code switching, no.
You know the idea of code switching, like you're,
I'm going to wear your coat.
no, not coat, but
Code?
code.
Code switching.
Code switching. So like if you're a black guy, you're and you're around your employer, you're going to be like, oh, hello, Mr. Employer, I am a well-respected black man. But if you're around your friends, your bros, then you're going to be like
Your homies.
your homies.
Well, yeah.
You're going to be like, yo, what's up?
Well, for example, you've worked with children,
Right.
And I've worked with children.
You
I
sure
currently,
have.
I still
Yeah, you
currently
work.
work with children.
You- I-
They're my favorite medium.
I think
Working with children.
Yeah,
I
no,
think you
just to
work
create with-
children.
I really
I
like
work
what you
children.
do with children.
You work
But it's I guess it's in that sense it's just a matter of decorum, kind of. Like I'm not gonna all right, kid, take a fucking left up here. Let's stop at the store so I can grab a 6-pack. That's not gonna really happen. I'll yell that at you all day, but I'm not gonna yell that at a child.
right.
But I don't think that means that I'm not two separate people because I have those two separate sides of me.
No.
It's like
Right.
it's
You're
like the
just
difference
acting
between
appropriately in an appropriate
it's
situation.
like M and Shady.
Right. Well, isn't it Slim?
Oh, yeah, I don't
wait,
know.
no.
I have
Eminem.
I don't
Slim
There's
Eminem.
Eminem,
Oh, yeah,
there's
Eminem.
Slim.
Oh, no,
Whoever
I
they
think
are.
you were right. Yeah.
There's
Eminem.
Marshall
And then
Mathers.
there's Marshall Mathers. There are like 3 of them.
There's Dr. Dre.
No, but I feel like such a hypocrite, when I was working with children, because it's almost like you want to get them to a certain point where you're like, okay, it's okay to be a douchebag as long as you know you're being a douchebag, or if it's okay to act like that and make those kind of jokes as long as you know they're jokes. But if you're just making them in believing it at a core level,
Yeah.
then it's kind of dangerous.
It's like how you have kind of people who watch South Park for different
yeah, I was
reasons.
thinking South Park. Yeah,
There are people who watch South Park and get
they're like, this is
dick
real.
jokes. Yeah. And then people who watch South Park and
And they understand the
they
satire.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's, and that's sort of the part of it, I guess. Sort of where I was going. It's just how you present yourself and who you present yourself to.
Yeah.
But where do those lines get drawn? Like who decides? Like it's just a strange thing to me. Like we have a certain way to act in society, and we act that way
Yeah.
because of why? Why are we acting the way that we act? That's why do we have these social niceties? Why are we, why do we, censor ourselves around children? And I was thinking about it, a lot of it comes down to the class system. In order to have a job,
Yeah.
and in order to support yourself and live,
Right.
you need to act a certain way. Your employer expects you to act a certain way. So already there you are. You're already bunched in a certain, a certain way to live. And I think in like a capitalistic society, that's going to happen. But in any type of society, really, where you're forced to interact with other people, some sort of rule or unspoken rule gets put into place.
Are you saying you have an issue with this, Jared?
I just think it's
Do you
strange.
take issue with it?
Because, I think a number of people put on airs.
Yeah.
A number of people pretend to be other people.
Yeah.
And a number of people, like, as I said, I just always feel like a big ball of confusion and anxiety all the time. And other people, some of the shit that they talk about is completely inappropriate.
Yeah.
But, like, that's just, but, like, at the same time, it's not because they're other people and they set that standard. How does that work? What do you think of that?
I don't know.
I think a lot of it is just necessity. Like just speaking the way that society has evolved, a lot of it is just necessary to have a job so that you can have a place to live and not die, or to make yourself seem more worthy of a raise, whatever it may be, or of a higher position in whatever the hierarchy you're working is. But I don't think that it means that if you have someone who's acting one way and acting another way, it's not maybe necessarily that they're pretending to be a different person. It's that personalities aren't just this one set of how I'm acting around you. It's not just one set of traits. There are a lot of different types of personality that can come out of one person. And I don't think that any one of them necessarily is less real or less valid than any other. It's just they're situational.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. I can see that. There's like a situational, like it's sort of like it's like organic in a way. Like it changes depending on the situation. And that's true. I can see that happening. But I mean, and it all comes down to like your sense of self and your core belief systems in a way.
I don't want to see people act like themselves in public. I don't want that.
No, see, I
That would be
disagree. I would
fucking
love
annoying.
to see
You
people
would
act
love
like
that?
themselves.
Really?
Yeah, like
Why?
just because I think people are
Don't-
fundamentally
I
weird.
fucking hate it when people are like waiting in line and they're talking really loudly about like, you know, like they would in their living room about some shit that's going on that weekend, or like the shit that they like their opinions and shit. I fucking hate that. Like that's awful.
No, see,
I would
so
rather
you'd like
you
everyone
put
to
on-
just be a nice
but-
little automaton.
No, that's not. No, be yourself around the people you care about, and conduct yourself appropriately in public. Meaning, don't be a douchebag and like think you're fucking important. And like, I don't care what, because when you're in public, you're amongst a group of others, of other people, and you don't need to assert your individuality. Okay, because if everyone did that, it would just be fucking cacophony.
So-
and I don't fucking save that shit for your living room, and your friends, and the people you care about.
Okay, Hitler.
So yeah, so you need to
How is that
so you
fucking
need to
Hitler?
exist as yourself as the least common denominator of yourself. So you need to be the smallest possible division of.
No, you just don't need to advertise like this is who I fucking
Well,
am.
right. So you need to yeah, that's what I mean. Is you need to kind of pretend to be this singular atom of politeness when you're out in public.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Out of
Just
respect
don't be
to
an
other
asshole.
people.
Yeah. Just don't be a fucking douchebag.
Well,
that sounds really painfully puritanical to me. I feel like
You think so?
yeah.
Little
Okay,
bit.
so would you rather like have a bunch of fucking juggalos walking around?
Oh no! I wouldn't rather have a bunch of juggalos walking around.
Okay,
but-
because that's like the epitome of that's the person I'm thinking
Well,
about
it
when
is.
I'm talking
Well,
about.
the juggalo?
But at the
It's
same
juggalo,
time, though,
like you like the fucking juggalo in Walmart, like just being loud and
With that hatchet
looking
guy.
like a fucking asshole.
but I mean that's an extreme too. Like that's
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, the
I think
extremes are one thing.
You don't go into the fucking grocery store and talk loudly like an
hey
asshole.
everybody,
Yeah.
look at my balls.
Like look at the beer I'm buying because I'm such an interesting fucking person. You know,
Yeah.
like
I'm that
like,
guy.
who cares? Because no one fucking cares, and that's what it comes down to: is you're being a douchebag because no one cares about. I don't care about.
But
you.
also-
if I don't know you, I don't care about you. So don't act like I should.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what fucking Hollywood celebrities do.
That's true. But let me throw this at you though.
Okay.
What if you're just misinterpreting it? What if people in that situation are just misinterpreting it? What if you're interpreting the way that you feel about things and the way that other people feel about how you feel about things to be way more of a big deal than it actually is? Like, what if that person's being a loud douchebag not because they expect you to care, but because they don't expect you to care, or because maybe it's not related to other people at all in that level? Maybe they're just
Okay, then
They're
they're
just
still being a
free spirits.
douchebag.
Yeah, they're
but
still being a
completely not aware of themselves.
But it doesn't. But I guess if they're not aware of themselves, it doesn't really have to do at that point with trying to impress anyone or trying to.
well, no,
So
but they
self-awareness-
still suck at being part of society because they don't fucking know anything about themselves, and they don't know about being part of a group of people, a group of strangers.
Right. Well,
So we have to be somewhat anonymous in the groups that we walk around with. In
that's true. You do have to kind of be the face in the crowd every once in a while. Of
course.
You just, blend in the background. But at the same time, I mean, I take the hypothetical that you put out there, and I feel like people would be much
it's not
more.
hypothetical.
This is how people should be.
That's right.
All right. Well, I think people would be much more interesting if they were more honest.
You
And
think so?
Maybe honest with
Maybe I
themselves.
don't want people to be
But
fucking interesting.
Maybe self-awareness
Maybe
is
I have
really
enough
what plays
interesting
into it.
people in my life, and I don't need to like everywhere I go to have like super interesting people who are trying to fucking talk to me about their lives because I don't fucking care about their lives.
Well, maybe these people are like Matt was just saying, completely not aware of themselves at all.
Well, that's
'Cause-
an awful way to go through life.
And this brings me back to my original point: is like I'm constantly self-aware. Like,
Yeah.
like I mean, I question what my body is doing at any given point in time. Like, am I looking at the right things? Does my breath smell? Do I smell? How am I
But
affecting
you would
other
never know
people?
because
I
you
would
don't-
never
you
know.
can't
I
smell.
lack these senses, so
Right.
these are things that I think about.
Right.
But I am always second guessing myself and questioning myself in a social situation.
Yeah.
So I can't fathom the existence of a being that doesn't question their own role in these social situations. And like that's what's confusing to me. And to think that there is someone out there with complete lack of self-awareness, that's frightening to me.
Well, that's the person I was talking about. That's the juggalo. The person with no self-awareness is the juggalo. The person you're talking about is just the everyday dude. Or the douchey dude too. Has to be some kind of happy medium. What do you want to say?
All right.
Matt?
No, I
You got
just
something?
Yeah, I had to clear my throat also.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
but so
the
here's
floor is yours.
This is something that it's going to take me just a minute to read through it, but I think it's pretty relevant, and I think you guys will enjoy it. All right. So no man proclaimed Dawn is an island, and he was wrong. If we were not islands, we would be lost, drowned in each other's tragedies. We are insulated, a word that means literally remember. A word that means literally, remember, made into an island, from the tragedy of others, by our island nature, and by the repetitive shape and form of the stories. The shape does not change. There was a human being who was born, lived, and then by some means or other died. There. You may fill in the details from your own experience. As unoriginal as any other tale, as unique as any other life. Lives are snowflakes, forming patterns we have seen before, as like one another as peas in a pod. And have you ever looked at peas in a pod? I mean, really looked at them? There's not a chance you'll mistake one for another after a minute's close inspection. But they're still unique. Without individuals, we see only numbers. 1,000 dead, 100,000 dead. Casualties may rise to 1 million. With individual stories, the statistics become people. But even that is a lie, for the people continue to suffer in numbers that themselves are numbing and meaningless. Look, see the child's swollen belly, and the flies that crawl at the corner of his eyes. His skeletal limbs. Will it make it easier for you to know his name, his age, his dreams, his fears, to see him from the inside? And if it does, are we not doing a disservice to his sister, who lies in the searing dust beside him, a distorted, distended caricature of a human child? And there, if we feel for them, are they now more important to us than 1,000 other children touched by the same famine, 1,000 other young lives, who will soon be food for the fly's own myriad squirming children? We draw our lines around these moments of pain, remain upon our islands, and they cannot hurt us. They are covered with a smooth, safe, nacreous layer to let them slip, pear-like, from our souls without real pain. Fiction allows us to slide into these other heads, these other places, and look out through other eyes. And then in the tale we stop before we die, or we die vicariously and unharmed, and in the world beyond the tale we turn the page or close the book and we resume our lives. A life like that, like any other, unlike any other.
Is that Shel Silverstein?
No, it's Neil Gaiman.
No, just kidding.
Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good.
And that.
Appropriate.
Yeah. I mean, we can't all be literary minds. They're the people, again, the people who lack self-awareness are not putting themselves in those.
Yeah, but I think that kind of just addresses the point of self-awareness is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily the only thing or the most important thing, and it probably would suck to live without it to some degree. But
Are there points where self-awareness, is uncalled for?
that sounds like you're talking about anxiety.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess when you suffer some sort of anxiety attack,
You're
that's
incredibly
the only
self-aware.
point where self-awareness would be uncalled for.
Oh, absolutely.
Is when you're completely bombarded with it.
Or if it turns into something, I mean, it could be anxiety. It could come out as like narcissism.
Yeah.
A lot of different ways.
Mm.
I mean, it's not.
I'm curious as to how an anxiety can lead to narcissism or marry itself to it.
You think an anxiety can lead to narcissism?
Or they can be parts of the same thing too.
Like two sides of the same coin.
Not even necessarily
You could be
sides.
so,
They could just be like two pieces of the same rubber band ball.
There are a number of
Two
things
rubber
that create,
bands on the same
an
rubber band
individual. A
You know,
number of rubber bands.
I've met some people who are so incredibly anxious that they kind of swing themselves in the opposite direction, and they're so anxious about themselves that they almost try to act as if they're not that they're not anxious in such a way that it makes them I don't know how to describe this. You know, they're just people that are basically so aware of themselves that they're trying so hard not to be aware of themselves by trying to act very, very, very at ease and cool. They're so aware of themselves that they're acting relaxed, but you can tell that they're not, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. You guys know anybody like that? Or am I just... no?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what other people think or feel. I mean, I can only speculate.
Well, yeah. But most of the time...
Are you
most
super
of the time-
self-aware? I think you're kind of cool most of the time.
I'm cool as a cucumber.
Cool as a cucumber.
And a bowl of hot sauce.
Yeah, Matt's always seems pretty together.
Oh, Matt's anxious as shit. Yeah, he's
Well,
a
yeah.
pretty anxious
Yeah,
guy. So am I, though. But
Yeah, I know. We're
really
think
good at
we got three anxious
That's
people
why-
here discussing
That's
anxiety.
why the three of us are in a room
Yeah.
together alone,
Yeah.
kind of touching
Together
tips.
alone.
We're touching tips right now.
Touching
Yeah.
tips.
Oh shit.
It's a three-way dock. We got
Space
that
dock.
International
Oh, yeah.
Space Station
Yeah.
going.
Oh.
Yeah.
We got to get a
Good.
mic on that.
Oh,
we
do.
should.
We do.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, the
There
beard.
it is.
Yeah.
That's not the beard.
No, those are the pubes.
Yeah. The beard.
Those are our pubes.
Pew beard.
Puby pubes.
But I don't know. There's only
Maybe that's maybe that level of awareness, and then the feigned. I don't care. Maybe
Yeah.
that's
I
what
just don't give a
causes the
shit.
public douchebaggery.
Right.
And maybe it's
Maybe.
yeah, they're douchebags.
Maybe it's manufactured self-unawareness.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Who would you rather be, like a Howard Hughes or like one of the fucking Jersey Shore douchebags? Which I bet I bet at this
That's a
point.
good question.
Hold on a second before you answer that. At this point, is a Jersey Shore reference like outdated? Am I like just so
It's-
behind the?
don't
the
worry,
times?
we're going to
Who's-
talk
who's
about
the new-
2012 in a bit.
Who's the?
Oh shit! Yeah, let's
That's
do
right.
that shit.
It is time to do that.
But to answer your question, I would say, you know what? I would go with the Howard Hughes. I don't care. I could lock myself up. And,
Well,
you know,
hold on. That
collect
wasn't my
urine
question.
in
My
a-
first question
in a jar.
was. My first question was is talking about the Jersey Shore outdated.
Oh yeah.
Is that like a super dated reference? Like I don't even know like what's shitty pop culture now.
Well,
No, listen. Do
Am
you
I
want to
that
be Tila
old?
Tequila
Oh,
or
are we going to go to the gathering of the Juggalos
oh snap?
and get our asses?
what did you
kicked?
guys think about Tila Tequila?
No.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Not a thing.
Did you think she was hot?
No.
I thought she was
really.
marginally hot.
Yeah,
maybe-
She was. Yeah,
She had
there's
boobs.
she's an
have
attractive
boobs.
enough.
She was
female, I
small.
guess.
Small with boobs.
Small with boobs.
Small with boobs.
What was she doing at the gathering of the Juggalos?
Pretending to be a juggalo and then getting her ass kicked.
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, juggalos,
pretty badass.
for being kind of a funny group of people, funny in a really tragic way, they really don't fuck around. Holy
If you were
shit.
like a stand-up comedian or something, would you go to the gathering of the Juggalos?
God, no.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No. I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't slam my dick in a car door. Those are...
You wouldn't go. Would you go as like a journalist?
Oh, my God.
No.
That sounds like some skeezy journalism. That's,
Yeah.
Like I'm going to try to
Sounds
get...
fucking
What
awesome.
fucking
I don't know,
rag
but
are you
those-
writing for when
Yeah.
you're covering
Those guys,
Gathering.
I don't know. Those people there, there are probably so many good drugs there.
Extra,
And they look,
extra.
they
Read
look-
all about it.
Gathering of the Juggalos.
They look like
I
they-
got the scoop.
they know how to party, though.
They know how to crush their feelings with chemicals. I don't know if that means they know how to party.
Listen, I've seen the movie Gummo.
What else is a party?
They know how to party
That's
too.
a good point.
There's a bunch of drunks wrestling a chair.
Oh, yeah. No, oh, yeah. No, that's
and
great.
that's just like the tamest
And
fucking
then
shit.
Harmony Korine tries to seduce a black little person. I don't know what to call them.
That was crazy. Yeah.
a black little.
Little person, is that correct?
A little
An
person.
African American
It's a little
person. Okay, little.
Blittle.
Yeah.
Black little. Blittle.
Belittle.
A little person.
But we
A
didn't
belittle
belittle
person.
him. I'd like to segue
What, hold on. Now we
I'd like
need to
to
answer my
pivot.
question.
Howard Hughes or Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Would you rather
I
be-
answered it. I would say Howard Hughes. I don't mind being that introvert, that crazy OCD, pissing in jars, collecting my fingernails. I don't care. That's fine. As long as I have a TV, I think I'd be all right.
Okay, but that's also such like psychological torture.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, like, look at what fun the Jersey Shore people are having.
Are
you
they
know?
having fun though?
Are they? Or are they completely
They think
unaware?
they are.
Do they?
They think they're having a great time.
I don't think they're having fun.
I don't think they even.
They're
think
not
they're
having.
fun.
Well, I mean, they know how to repress their feelings enough so they don't feel like Howard Hughes.
God is dead.
Sometimes
and
ignorance
hell
is bliss.
Jersey Shore.
I mean, would you rather be ignorant or aware? It's the Matrix thing. It's like fucking Johnny
Blue pill, red
Pantaloni's.
pill.
What is his name? No, that wasn't him.
Johnny
Who-
Pants, yeah. No,
that
well,
Johnny-
Morpheus was the one who offered.
Yeah.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah, Johnny
No,
Mnemonic.
no,
yeah.
no,
We're
not
all
Johnny
fucking,
Mnemonic.
USB.
I'm
capable.
talking about the guy who betrays.
Bro, your brain is like 8 gigabytes.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it's totally. I think it was something like that. Yeah,
I think
it wasn't
was-
much.
yeah, I think it was Johnny Mnemonic.
We
Well,
definitely
So
have
what-
USB.
I'm sorry, what was the
cards right
question?
I don't
now. Like the
know.
Matrix.
It's like the Matrix, yeah. Like
well-
that the guy wants to be put back into the Matrix. So he
Right,
can
that was
fucking
Joey
eat
Pants.
steak and shit.
Yeah, but that's like, I don't know, man. That question just assumes that there's a point at which you're like, whoa, I know. And you don't, really.
right.
But that's the question, though.
Okay. Well, then, if I had to know like, are you asking me if I wished that I could see everything as a bunch of fucking trickling numbers,
No,
green
you know
numbers?
that's not what I'm asking.
No, he's asking if you could live with the crushing reality of
Of life.
of life.
Yeah, but you
and
don't even know
existence.
if it is a crushing
or if you could be
reality.
Oh, no, I
blissfully
do.
unaware.
No, that's what I'm saying, though, is you don't even know if it's a crushing reality.
Oh, no, I
Or
know
if
it's a
just
crushing reality.
If it's just a thing that that you just don't understand.
It is. The
And,
thing
like,
I
at
don't
what
understand.
point-
Well, I think there's a lot of
Yeah.
things we don't understand, and like accepting that, it doesn't make me feel any better. Like, I don't understand.
But if I could know everything, well, I want to know what I would know first before I agree to this shit. And
That's
you could just
true.
Men in Black flashy thing me if I don't like it.
Okay.
Fuck
Well,
that. I don't
yeah.
want to know.
I don't know if that technology exists yet.
Well,
That would be dope.
I feel like that's something that we could work our way towards, some sort of neural, like
they're
I don't
doing
know,
a lot of
flash or
neat stuff with
neat
memory
stuff.
right now.
Right.
So.
like I imagine. I
a lot
imagine.
of super cool stuff.
A lot of super cool stuff.
I don't
Hey,
imagine
Shroud.
that like time travel will ever exist.
Right.
But
It's because you have a shitty imagination.
no, I have a decent
Go on.
imagination.
Go on.
Okay, I
but
can imagine it. Yep.
Yeah,
I
me
do-
too.
I do
I'm imagining
imagine
it perfectly.
eventually they'll be able to manipulate the human mind to the point where you could possibly send consciousness backwards or relive certain memories. I imagine.
Well, you know what
I
they-
imagine seas.
Are we
of
talking about
elderly-
Total Recall now?
No,
Well, you know
kind
what
of,
they're,
yeah.
well, they're talking about like basically having your consciousness uploaded onto a computer,
Mhm.
in which there are programs for basically like any period of time or whatever. And so, I mean, basically, you could live forever and travel through time in that way. And what's the fucking difference? Okay, if you feel that it's real, if your consciousness is uploaded onto a program like the Matrix, prominent scientists are talking about this, like my buddy NGT.
ND
Wait, hold on. Shit, I always get that wrong.
NDT.
NDT.
Your home dog?
NDGT.
You guys are tight.
My motherfucking NDGT, Neil deGrasse Tyson, motherfucker. NDGTMF.
Well, that leads back into my like sort of original,
KDMF. KMF.
my original point in like what makes the self? Are you the data that
Something
goes
about
along with your
purple-
body?
purple cops.
Purple cops.
Purple cops.
Yeah.
Purple cocks.
Something about purple cops. You
Purple
know what?
cocks. You
I
were
meant
talking about-
cocks. That's
You
what it was. It
meant
was
purple
cocks.
cocks.
Okay, now I
Okay.
get the
Boom.
joke.
Yeah, see,
now
done.
I get the
And
joke.
The
It's
cock was
coming
purple.
together.
You know, like I ruined it. I ruined the non sequitur.
Sounds
Sorry,
like
guys.
that sounds like a cock that desperately needs some circulation.
Yeah, it had one of those rubber band balls. It got entangled.
Rubber band balls.
Yeah, the personality rubber band balls.
Oh,
Yeah,
sounds bad.
but I'd like to pivot now.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
pivot.
2012.
Pivot.
2012.
Matt Mitchell
Pass
is
me
our
the
ball.
resident 2012 expert.
What's
Oh,
going to
that's-
happen?
Oh, that's why we had him on the show.
Yeah, we had him on the show.
2012.
To talk about
Not, and
2012.
I'm not talking about the movie with John Cusack.
Oh.
What's going to happen, guys? Let's hear some of your theories.
Oh my God. Well, oh shit, dude. I had the idea. Well, not even the idea. We were entering a new age. The new sphere. Have you heard of this word?
Is that N-U?
N-O-O.
N-O-O.
Okay.
Yeah, the new sphere. The idea was at 2012 we'd enter a new age
is.
of
The idea
consciousness. This is happening on 2012, you guys.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like essentially the internet is like a precursor to it, where everyone is connected. It was more of like a telepathic internet that was going to happen,
be.
and people were able to will be able to communicate with their thoughts and emotions, and we transcend space and time together.
Okay, but what if that's already happening and we're all just so shitty at doing it that we're all inadvertently DDoSing each other?
Oh shit!
DDoS.
Distributive denial of service, motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's
What does
just
that
so
mean?
DDoS is when there's a server that just has a shitload of connections made to it,
Right.
just all in a row, just in quick succession, to take up all the space on the server, or basically to keep the server busy so that people who actually want to access it or use the server can't, because it's got all these other probably fake connection, or not fake connections, but all these other connections that are being made just to overload the server. But that could, what if we do have this shared consciousness and we are all just, without knowing it, DDoSing the shit out of each other?
There are 7 billion of us.
There are 7 billion of us. Maybe it's just
There
too
are
loud.
7 billion of us.
It
Maybe
might be
that,
too loud.
and maybe that's where the anxiety is coming from.
It's true. Maybe
That
we're
causes douchebags
experiencing
to be
the new
juggalos.
sphere,
Maybe
and people are shutting off their
we're the
their,
new
their
so
data ports.
we're adjusting the rabbit ears right now and getting the tinfoil out and trying to find a way to
Right, there's going to be some. There's going to be a little bit of technical
yeah.
difficulties
breaking
working
like,
into the new
like
sphere.
these fucking microphones.
Yeah, I mean, it took
probably
us
these
fucking
microphones.
forever. I mean, we've been
They sound
correcting
great.
them
Nothing
throughout
wrong
the.
with it. They sound great. They just took
These
forever.
are great microphones. But so yeah, that was my prediction for the upcoming 2012.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Well, that was actually going to be mine because.
Oh, I stole it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what? I picked it out of the new sphere.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you took it from my collective.
Collective unconscious.
Well, I mean that doesn't make any sense. My unconscious, which happens to be collected with your unconscious. So that's what you did.
Yeah, we're a
Wow.
collective.
Yeah, we are a collective of sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What else do we have to say?
What about a pole shift? What about the polarity?
I
of the
forgot
pole
that
shift?
there was going to be a pole. I forgot that all the planets were going to align too.
Oh, that shit was going to be crazy,
Like,
and magnets were going to
okay.
fucking fuck up.
But for real, though, real talk,
real
that's
talk.
the kind of shit that we can be like, no, that's not going to happen.
Right.
So
we just know. So
What
so
co-
why do people continue
Right.
to believe that?
yeah, that's not really an issue of opinion.
You know what I heard? Conspiracy theorists are people who are so not in control of their own lives that they believe in conspiracy theories because it kind of makes them feel better about being shit at being a person.
Yeah, I think that there's a point at which the shit that you're saying is really just incredibly not true and there's just no basis for it at all. And the people who kind of tout that stuff, they just hold on to it, definitely. But the people who are willing to either change their beliefs based on fact or have reason to question fact, things like that, that's different from people. When I worked at Market Basket, I had this guy come in. He had no teeth. He was homeless. He was fucking crazy as shit. And I was cleaning the hot plate that we put the chickens on. And he walked up to one of the girls in one of the aisles, and he was looking over her shoulder at me, and he kept pointing at me. And it was really weird. She came over and told me about 5 minutes later, she was on the water aisle, about 5 minutes later, that he was telling her that I worked for the fluoride company and that I was stalking him, and that the reason all his teeth fell out was because he drank fluoridated water. And because the toddler water that you can buy at Market Basket with the pink label and the baby on it, that's just water with fluoride in it. But, dude, if you just ask me, that's verifiably not a fact. I can tell you.
You're lying, though.
Right.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
a
I'm making
fucking
so
liar.
much money from the fluoride
yeah.
lobby.
I mean, you signed a non-compete, non-disclosure. You
Plus
can't
my
let it go.
$7.75 an hour from Market Basket too.
Now, clearly,
I
that's
heard,
bullshit.
Your boss, ex-boss from Market Basket, told me that he got down and dirty with some Taiwanese twins or something.
My ex-boss. Oh, yeah, him.
Remember
Okay,
what I
yeah. I had a couple bosses there, but the one that makes sense.
Yeah.
With some Taiwanese twins.
Taiwanese, twins, at the same time, like sisters or something. Maybe not twins,
That's-
but sisters.
Sisters.
Do sisters
From
get down with
Taiwan.
each other? Is that
I'm
a thing?
trying-
That's
I can't think
I,
of
I don't like
any
that
Taiwanese.
idea. I don't like it. Well, he told me to ask you to verify this, so I'm verifying it on the record right now.
I don't remember this shit.
He's like, talk to Matt, man. I had to leave there before I
didn't
was
know
gonna
about
get,
that.
Divorced.
Whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, because his wife worked there. What the fuck? I didn't know about this.
Oh,
gotta
well, I know.
verify.
I think it was before he got married.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, no, I didn't know anything about him banging any Taiwanese twins.
Yeah.
That was not in my book of Market Basket stories.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anything about Taiwanese twins.
I didn't even know there
or
were Taiwanese twins there.
the
I don't
fluoride
know.
company.
Listen.
But I think we can all agree that we never landed on the moon. It was faked by Stanley Kubrick,
Right.
who also assassinated JFK.
Right. That sounds about right.
I think that's crystal clear.
Yeah.
Refute
9/11
that.
was an
Refute
intention.
that, America. Fucking refute that.
Yeah, give
Someone
us
prove it.
That's
Prove
a
it
bad,
didn't
that's a
happen.
bad
Prove it.
microphone
Prove-
guest.
Matt. Yeah, he's yelling.
Prove it didn't
Yes.
happen.
We're gonna have to
Sorry. I
turn him down a little bit.
That's okay.
I was really
It's
into
okay.
yelling about JFK.
No,
Oh
I
yeah,
don't.
I mean, why not? I mean, if you're gonna yell about something, yell about JFK.
No, but imagine being so shitty at your fucking life that you have to just say that everything is out of my control. That's like everybody, right? Isn't that everybody? They're like, oh, well, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen.
So they're
Well-
giving it up to a greater power.
Yeah. But that's
a
what
strange person right there.
that's what I mean that's essentially what what everything is, but believing in conspiracy theories, I mean they're mostly people who maybe don't really believe in God, so
But look at the
they've gotta believe in
evidence.
something. Yeah. The evidence.
Truth is out there.
Yeah. Do we have anything else? Is that what do you
Lord,
think?
give me the strength to accept the things I cannot change.
Change the things I can't accept.
Change the things I can't accept,
and
and know the
and,
differences.
and
Wisdom.
and
Wisdom to accept the things I cannot change.
change the things
No,
I cannot
wait, wisdom. To know
wisdom
the difference.
and
I don't know.
be different with
Open
the
up
things
Facebook. I'm
that
sure
I
it'll be
can't.
fucking
Yeah,
right there.
all over the
And
place.
Lord-
Lord-
the front page.
I also want a moped.
Yeah.
So,
Lord, won't you buy me? a moped?
Lord, won't you buy me a moped? Well, I think that has been a pretty good chat.
It's been it's been a pretty good chat. I think this is MC Calori.
This is Jared the Galleria Worthen
And then we've got
and our esteemed guest,
Beardman.
bearded
Matthew
Matt
Beardman.
Beard.
Matthew Beardman. Signing off for now. Leaving Cattown.
Now leaving Cattown.
We'll see folks on
See you on the flip side.
I guess that's the thing. All right. Bye-bye.
I can smell your cunt.